My guest today is so popular that he literally needs no introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will not even bother to introduce him. I don't know if I did earlier on. But anyway, put your hands together as I welcome the man. Yeah, bro.
Hey, bro. How are you?
Yeah. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wow, you look good, bro.
Thanks.
You look good.
No coffee, no...
No, not today,
okay,
not for you.
It's Buhari regime.
I got instruction. I got it. You can quickly add that. I got a word from Madam to make sure that I don't increase your calories. So I decided to
Who's
skip
counting?
Anyways, yes, you are a man of so many different parts. Some people don't know that you're a photographer, and you came out. Was it third position, 1981 jump player dance competition?
Yes.
Yeah. So they don't know you're a dancer. You know.
They don't know.
They say, when they look headmaster, you're not going to say was once a student.
I don't fail like 2-3 times. No, our parents do that thing a lot. They are always very smart.
Yes.
None of them failed.
Anyways.
But bring your results. Let's know.
No result, no evidence.
You come and behave yourself.
Let's not talk about results. It's very sensitive. You know that. There are some people that will not see their certificates.
If you want to say what you want to say, say it.
No, don't come and implicate me on national TV, my friend.
Okay, all right.
Let us get straight to the matter. Yeah. You had the opportunity to do so many things.
Yep.
Why did you choose comedy?
I think comedy chose me.
Okay.
Because as it was, I got in by accident and continued like that all the way to the hospital.
Okay, this interview is going to be interesting. I've seen it already. Yeah. There's one issue that some people may not understand, and let us use this opportunity to enlighten them.
Okay.
Censorship and comedy. Okay. I believe Nigerian comedy is over-censored. People don't want you to touch religion. They don't want you to touch politics. They don't want you to touch ethnicity. You know, too many things that they don't want you to touch.
Okay.
What's your take on it?
A quick take on that is that there's a very thin line between being funny and being offensive, especially in a society like ours. If you notice, in a movie, you can talk about rape, anything at all, and it goes.
Yeah.
You can talk about domestic violence in a movie, and it goes. You can write a novel on any of all those untouchables, and it will be accepted as creative intelligence. But if you try with comedy, it's a problem because there's a connection between laughter and morbid issues. Anything that is morbid, you shouldn't even touch it. And so people avoid it. And people expect you to avoid it. You know, the comedian is actually like a reflection of the society. You're a social critic, but people hear more of you than they hear more of the politicians. As they say, these days when we talk. They take us more serious and take the people that talk as a joke.
Yeah.
All right? So what the comedian says becomes serious and what the politician says becomes a joke.
Okay, we'll dig into all those things. We'll take a break. Guys, you know it's already becoming very, very interesting. Still on that matter, on the censorship issue.
Sure.
Have you ever been in a situation where you've been called by somebody highly placed to say, stop using that joke?
Oh, several. But the thing is, I have, having worked for like 30 years, I've come to know where the bodies are buried and who to avoid. And most times the jokes that I tell are jokes that I've shared with the people that I tell them about. So I probably will tell a joke about Obasanjo. I'll tell a joke about Jonathan. I'll tell a joke about Buhari. No, I won't tell a joke about Buhari. Because even when they mentioned a goat, what happened? Was it a goat or a dog or something like that?
It was a dog.
It was very dogmatic.
Yes.
So for me, really, I've done jokes before. First time I did a joke and I knew that the consciousness or the humor, the sense of humor people needed to be raised was during Alex Akinyele's tenure as the sports minister. And so I told a joke. And I said that Alex Akinyele is different from Nwobodo. That Nwobodo is the Ajebota minister. Alex Akinyele is the Ajekpako minister. That when they score, Nwobodo goes, beautiful. Nkechi, you see that? Beautiful. I said, but when they score during the tenure of Akinyele, how bad. and that's your minister.
Yes.
I said, that's the difference between them.
Yeah.
Alex Akinyele was laughing. And then the special assistant came to me.
Those ones are
those overzealous aides. What nonsense was that? Why am I comparing their... Listen, I'm trying to make him look ras. What was it? You know, we're still talking.
That's a reggae joke, no complaint.
Yes, we're still talking. At a co-hotel, this banquet hall back then was like the ultimate of a co-hotel. Yeah, yeah. We're still talking, and the man comes and says, Ali, you know, when they're playing that ball, you can't control yourself. You know, I liked it.
Meanwhile, the aide was here messing
so
himself up.
The aide was standing, and then when he finished and left, I turned to him, I said, is it the same guy you were talking about? He said, he might appear now not to like it. You know, it is that some people will swallow Panadol for another person's headache.
No, it's very common in politics in Nigeria.
Exactly.
It's very common.
Which is why some people even kill on behalf of some guys.
Yes.
They will go to one place, beat the person up, and then go to the guy and say, we solved that problem.
We solved that problem.
The man will be like, who sent you?
Okay, now that we've gone into politics a little bit, look, bros, you've been around for a very long time.
No, don't just say Ali. No, don't bros.
Okay, okay. We've been around.
Yes, bros, you understand.
We've been around for a very long time.
Yes.
All right. Looking at the different governments that we have experienced and seeing politicians generally, do you think we're moving forward or moving backwards?
In our country or in our industry?
In our country.
Okay, in our country, no, not yet. If we were a software, we'll still be about 12% booted.
Ooh.
The journey is still far. First of all, the infrastructure. First of all, the judicial system, the security system. There are quite a lot of things, and all of the rule of law. All of these tie together to make a better society as we expect. Freedom of speech is still not free.
Yeah. You may have freedom of speech, they say, but you may not have freedom after speech.
Yes. So you find that people still get appointed, and the people who are credible enough or who qualify for that office still don't get it. Which is why some people that are in government, when they leave, the people they worked with as special assistants, they can't employ them in their personal companies. So when there was a governor in the South, when he finished, the guy that was his special advisor in economic matters, the guy said, can I come and work with you? Say, God forbid.
But you're good for government.
No.
But for me, you're not.
No.
Wow, what an irony. Okay, now, looking at it, so what I deduce from this is that we are still far from where we are supposed to be. As somebody who has been a key player in the entertainment industry and seeing politics alongside, we've seen incidents. Another election year is approaching us, and some of these politicians will go seeking the hands of entertainers, in marriage or friendship. They want endorsements.
4 years.
So, do you think it's okay for entertainers to go ahead and endorse politicians for the money?
Okay, straight up. First of all, entertainers are Nigerians. Second thing is that they are...
I'm not saying...
No, wait, I'm getting to your point. Okay. The second thing is that they are of votable age. They can contest.
Most of them.
And can run for an office or vote for someone who runs for an office. So it's their inalienable right to become... Part of being a citizen is that you can vote. The other thing is that you can approach anybody to seek the person's vote. Yeah. But then again, for entertainers, they are not just citizens. These are people who have a constituency that can be influenced. Yeah. And that constituency can be influenced by them because there are a lot of people who look up to them.
They are role models.
Exactly. As role models, your thoughts and actions have to be guided. Because if you say, vote for GEJ, or vote for Atiku, or vote for Buhari, you will carry your constituency with you. And if it is a wrong choice because it's been induced and influenced by money, then your conscience has been sold.
Or you have to share some of that money with your constituency.
We've not mentioned money for this.
No, I'm just saying now, if you've been induced, the inducement, is it with woman? Oh, man.
Oh, man. No, but the thing is that most times, people don't look at it from the financial angle. They just look at it that we're listening to him. So you may not even need to give money. It may be because you are Baba Salah or you are Papi Lue, and you tell some people who are your core fans that this is the man to vote for. And they vote for the person because you have benefited something from the man. You've loved them as well. So it is a tricky part of being a celebrity.
So what it simply means is that the celebrity has to
carefully
consider all
so you
these
don't
things.
lead people astray for 4 years.
Especially when that celebrity is financially comfortable. Because
Oh yes,
if you're not financially comfortable, if you look at these people.
It has been a season of
not be your
political
immediate
marriages in Nigeria, and it keeps me just excited.
No. Actually,
Just
he's on the
love
other
how
side.
they
Okay,
like
no, this is
to
what
impress us
if you're not
with their
financially
lavish
comfortable,
proof.
if somebody
Oh,
comes
sorry,
and says,
I take that again.
take 20 million and influence of votes for me. People will sleep on Twitter and Facebook.
It becomes your job.
It becomes your job. You are just saying this person is good. So, some time back, I was called to anchor Jonathan's a re-election event in Lagos. So I anchored and somebody said, but you criticize this man. I said, I did a job.
It's work.
And the person that called me said, why can you do that? I said, where do you work again?
It's been a season of...
I said, has your newspaper refused to take advert?
They are still taking.
They're still taking
But I should walk away from my pay.
Exactly. Has any airline said, we can't fly you because you are APC or you're PDP or
Enemy of
Koga?
progress.
So, but that's it.
Okay, now looking at the entertainment industry again, music, for instance.
Our biggest export now.
Our
biggest export now, more than oil. Biggest export.
Our biggest export, you're very correct. They have, over the years, they've deviated from socially conscious music. In fact, the lyrics these days is basically what it does is to either glorify or celebrate different female anatomy.
It's been a season of political marriages in Nigeria, and that gets me so excited. Now, don't you just love it when children of the rich try to impress
comedy
us
as a platform.
with their lavish proof?
Do you think
With their
comedians
lavish
should be
proof?
doing
Oh,
more
God,
socially
Lord.
conscious
This lavish.
materials? Or just do their thing,
I think comedians have not failed
let's get this
to do
straight.
that. From time in a river, we have always been in the forefront of
It is
that.
a season of political
which is why
marriages in
it becomes
Nigeria,
so- yes.
and that gets me so excited.
If you remember clearly, after the Occupy Nigeria,
with their
and,
lavish
the
recession
then
proof,
president
and
was on
sometimes
TV,
treasury-funded weddings.
They had this. By the way,
You don't. It's
this
giving you bad
president
belly.
hasn't had any. The media
Sorry.
chat.
Anyways,
where
the guest list
people
on
ask
this
you
weddings
questions
are
and you answer.
A.
Okay.
The guest list
All
at
right,
this
let's
weddings are the A of Nigeria. People with plenty money,
I think it's fair.
powerful connections,
look like gossip.
and sometimes
No, they are
very
wrong.
thick
We're talking
EFCC
behind his
files.
back. Okay, all right. Okay, so
But you know
so
what?
somebody asked
Unlike
him, he
ordinary-
said, what is your take on this protest
But you know
that is
what?
happening? He said,
Unlike
it's
ordinary
some
Nigerian
disgruntled
weddings,
elements
the
that
wedding
went
of
to
the
get
high and the
musicians
mighty are
comedians
oftentimes
together
strategic.
at,
Almost strategic as that
in some
of
part
Lukman
of
in
Lagos, and we're
Adegunle,
protesting.
who decided to
You see
seduce
what
and
that
marry his
says
landlady.
is they
Who decided to
actually
seduce
listen
and
to
marry
the
his landlord's daughter,
entertainment. They listen to the
Yemisi?
comedians.
All in a BTC,
Because
Baba Yemisi,
there
counting
were
his 3
lawyers
year rent.
there. There were
That's a story for another
there were
day.
journalists,
But
there
if you need
were
classic examples of
bankers,
such beautiful
accountants,
weddings,
all of them,
take for
engineers,
instance the
everybody
Ganduje
was
Ajimobi
gathered
Union,
that day
the Dabiri
at the
Amosu
Jota
Bond,
and
and
other
even
parts
the
where
Buhari
the
in Dimi
protest
Nikai.
held.
Ha.
But
Meh.
the
That
president
is money
singled out
speaking.
the
But you know
entertainers and
what?
the comedians
My
for
favorite
mention-
type of
for
elitist
mention,
marriage
because
is
it
that
meant
combines
those
two
are people
essential
that
commodities.
listen to. And we
Talk
played
of
our
money
role as social
and
commentators,
power.
either in our
And a
movies
fine
or our
example
stage performances.
is last
There was a
week's
time that I
Famil
talked about how
2018.
stingy the former president was, Obasanjo.
The bride's father is
When I
Africa's
said,
richest
Obasanjo
person,
can
Aliko Dangote. That
he
is
will take
money.
like when they said they,
And the groom's
that he
father,
gave bribe
former
to
IGP
National
Mohammed
Assembly,
Dikko
and he
Abubakar.
saw it on TV.
Now that is
And
power.
he said, what is on,
Put the two together, and
during
you have a
Abbas
couple that
he
can
said,
stone
it's
you
the
with their
they
money.
said you bribed them. He
Pour
said, he said,
Dangote
I
sugar.
bribed them.
Oh, no.
That plenty
Pour
money,
Dangote
he said,
salt into your
bring
injury
it back.
and then lock you up. Case
Or
closed.
when I said they asked him
So,
that they wanted to set up an
ordinary
effigy in his
people,
honor.
you need to
And,
learn
he
from
said, how
the
much? He
rich.
said 280
How
million.
can you come
That's
and
a
carry
classic.
your
He said,
problem and add
bring
them
the
to
money,
mine
I will
all
go
in
and
the
stand
name of
there.
marriage? As a matter
So
of fact,
we
at this
always
stage,
try
I don't need to entertain some calls.
subtly,
I need
though,
some serious
comment on
you know,
issues,
social connections.
social commentary, and correct
Well,
them by so doing. So
it's
we're all
easy.
in the game.
Okay.
All I need to do
The president
is
has just announced
follow the
his,
rules. A
intention
copper
to run.
must not marry a copper.
Where?
Them go born mumu. Also,
For now.
a public
Oh,
school
okay, no,
teacher
because
Maybe
because
London.
must not marry
because
a
he's
fellow,
run, yes,
Must
must
that's
not
what I
marry a
wanted
fellow
to
public
declare.
school
For
teacher
2019.
because their results should to be
So,
screaming
what's your
red,
take?
red, red. That is
Okay,
No
because
salary.
First of all,
plus
is that
no
he wants
salary.
to run, fine. So he has to give us.
My dear people, if you must
let
get
us
married,
mark it and see whether there's promoted or trial.
Who can balance
but when you're going
problems,
on your final year, there's no promoted or trial.
Either
you repeat,
appreciate
or
your numerous
you
imperfections. Because as they say,
no, we are talking about school now.
We're talking about school. Okay, so we're not talking
make it look
and
like
it's also a long
because you are trying to say that Buhari should not run.
No.
Okay, what did you say?
But why you decide on that?
Me and my friends.
Let me find myself which governor's son I can marry.
In quotes. Is that not that what is in quotes?
Did I say anything? My fingers are just like this.
So but that is it. He said he wants to run. And so we'll actually judge him on the record that he has. By the way, the former president, Jonathan, when he wanted to run again, people brought out several things I said before. They said, I will do just one term.
Yes.
The one before has said he would do just one term. It looks like when you get into office, memory...
you'll suffer some memory... No, I think it's selective amnesia.
Yes, that's the medical word for it.
Okay, I don't know. What do I know? I'm a comedian. Anyway, is there politics in your future?
Like, not in this terrain. Not in this... the political dynamics can't help. If I become...
I'm not happy with you saying lie to politics. When we are hoping that the people like you will come in and intervene, you just said lie. You didn't even think about it.
My brother, you did for 8 years and 4 years. Did you not run back to us? Were we not waiting to help you? No, the thing is, the climate and the political dynamics can't help anybody now. The thumb printing thing itself and PVC.
It's not working well.
There's still areas where the thing would not work. There's still areas where people, you saw the pictures, 4-year-old, 10-year-old, 8-year-old coming to vote for their parents.
Yes.
One girl was in the queue. They told the girl, you can't vote. He said, I'm voting for Mama.
Imagine.
Where is Mama? They said, they checked the card, it was Papa. He said, is your father a mouth fraud right or something? But the thing is, the electoral process still needs to be fine-tuned because it is when that is done properly that people can then be sure of offering themselves for, if I become a political appointee, I probably may not even last, not to talk of elective office. I won't last because if I go into a meeting and we share 800,000, when I come out and say, I've collected my own.
Then you have problem.
Then you have problem. And I can't sit somewhere, because what happens is, someone says, we need to do a road that will pass through Isukwato and get to Imunede. They say, no, we can't do that road. The man that is chairman of that place was the one that refused to give us votes the other time. That ran against our man that made the senator lose. Scrap that road.
Imagine.
And that road is gone.
It's crazy.
So until all of those are corrected, we'll remain where we are.
Anyway, you have your opinion. I can't question that.
No, the ones you told me to mention.
Yeah, we need to. Okay, it's okay. So, politics aside for now. So, it's still showbiz for you.
Yeah.
Some people have said these days you've been shying away from live performances.
Okay.
And I quickly mentioned to them that at the Comedy Master Class, you'll be there. You know, there's no way I will not rub it in that you'll be performing at the Comedy Master Class.
But you can't be marketing your show on your show.
Oh, I forgot it's my show.
No, but we'll be there because the thing is that, a lot of people don't see me at some other events. It gets to a point when, as policeman they grow, in gun they shot.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is that the gun when he carry, he go still better pass the other. If you're working as a teller in a bank, and after 10 years you are still counting money.
I was hoping that you would be talking about the master class, not teller.
No, but I'm coming to your point now.
Can't you give example with that one?
The master class of your show
at
the Hotel that will happen
on the 22nd.
No, do we need to talk about it?
No, it's on Sunday now. There's no need to talk about it.
There's no need to talk about
it. It's after church.
It's after church.
At the Hotel in Lagos.
In Lagos.
And you will be there.
And I'll be there. And the other people that will be there too.
Let's
not talk about it.
That basket is coming, Bovi is coming, AY is coming, Julius Agu.
And Dan the humorous will be there. All these people will be there. There's no need to tell everybody.
Musicians. No, let's not talk about it on the show. Ali Baba, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Awesome.